driving one lesson, last message to the youth and to our dear countrymen, what would you like to say?
There can never be a last message.
No, I am so sorry. The final.
No, that's not the thing. I think we have to have a very, what I have been taught, the levels of being determined to fulfill a task. That is something we have to imbibe. And we have an example in Nelson Mandela, who spent 27 years in prison, but he had his aim that he had to remove apartheid. His hope never died. And for all who have read about the freedom, a long walk to freedom, that he mentions, he had named his grandson in the local language Saziz, which means hope. So that hope of his, he ensured that it was completed, and that is the hope. We should be, as Indians, we have to be determined to do what we have to do. And that is something that's possibly a message which I can give from my side. Of course, you can always say, just for the young lads, you must have a heart which never hardens, you must have a temper which never dies, and you must have a touch which never hurts. And we'll go a long way. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Well, Bali sir, one last, I not even a word last. Your message to the youth and the people of India, this crowd. What is your?
So, I was storyteller. I will give the lesson and tell a story. The only lesson worth learning in my book, by anybody in the corporate sector, by the youngsters sitting here, the only leadership lesson you really need to learn, if you want to learn only one, is that you can only lead by example. Nobody is interested in your words. I have seen CEO after CEO, MD after MD, standing on the stage and saying, "Oh, we are a family. Come to me if there is a problem." And nobody comes. Because your example is not there. So, unless your example is there, if you're an NCC cadet, you got to be the best dressed NCC cadet. If you're a basketball captain, you got to be the best basketball captain. If you're a Kapil Dev with whom I have the great pleasure of playing, then if we went for 10 rounds on the ground in the morning to warm up, Kapil went for 20. You've got to have that example. I'm going to end with this very stirring story. I am in the story, but the story is not about me. 4th of June 1997, I was a 10-day-old commanding officer of Maharashtra Rifles Battalion. There was a Kacha track. We were going there as a little convoy. My vehicle had gone past. And the next vehicle got blown by the IED. There was so much explosive there that the gadda was 8 foot deep. The truck, the 3-ton coming behind saw that this jonga went up over the eucalyptus trees, took 2 tumbles, crashed on the ground, instantly killed Major Mohit Dubey, belongs to Chandigarh, and 2 of my jawans. And 1 young lieutenant, Ravi Loganathan, and 2 of my jawans were trapped in that magnet steel and bleeding. And so these militants were sitting on the hillside, they started firing on the vehicle to kill everybody. We heard the bang. I think the whole district heard the bang. We turned around. तो लोगों ने कहा कि देखो अभी वो और आईडी लगी होगी तो गाड़ी में मत जाओ. So we picked up our AK-47 and we started running towards the fire. As we were running next to me was a Major Devanan Singh Lohabarod. He looked at me and said, if you've seen, all of you are aware, colonels and above wear a red colored thing on the collars. But you're not supposed to wear it in battlefield. You're supposed to wear it only in peace stations there. Otherwise the enemy recognizes you. So he said, "Sir, you're wearing this, take it off." Now, the reason I was wearing it was, क्योंकि मैं नया दूल्हा बना था 10 दिन पहले. And I was still showing off. तो मैंने वो लगाए हुए थे, दिल नहीं करता था उतारने का. So I said, yeah, I will take it off. But I didn't take it off because by the time I got a radio message that some people have died, my mind was full of what to do next. Running on my left side was a barber. His name was Rupla. In combat dress like me, carrying AK-47 like me. When we ran another 200 steps, he stopped me, and I'll tell you exactly what he said. He said, "Sir, एक बात करूं?" तो मैं रुक गया, मैंने कहा बोलो। कहता है ये जो लाल लाल लगा के घूमते हो ना ये पता नहीं क्यों करते हो आप, ये तो लागू भी नहीं है और इसमें कोई बात भी थोड़ा सा, अभी पता क्या होगा, कोई आपको गोली मार देगा, फिर देगा बगदर बच जाएगी पूरी। तो मैंने कहा रुकना, मैं समझ गया, मैं इसको बताने लगा। कहता ये नहीं मैं बोल रहा सर आपको तो पहनना चाहिए नहीं था, लेकिन सर आप हो CEO, आप हो कमांडर, लोग देखते हैं आपको, इसको आज मत उतारना, चाहे जान भी चली जाए। इनफैक्ट इसको 3 महीने मत उतारना, क्योंकि जवानों को ये नहीं लगना चाहिए 2-3 महीने बढ़ते हैं CO पर आ जाता है। Look at the advice of the lowest rung in the army on leading by example. Look at the fantastic sterling advice. Here's a barber telling his CEO, die if you have to, but don't take off this, because you have to set an example. So, no, I am not a particularly brave guy, but to honor and humor Rooplal, I did take it off for 3.5 years. And a lot of people used to ask me, ये तू क्यों सैंटी क्यों घूमता है? मैंने कहा मेरे बार्बर ने बोला कि वो बहुत निकलेगा फिर करेंगे।
Thank you so much for your words of wisdom. Words of wisdom. Thank you. And we are all very proud of the Indian Armed Forces. Jai Hind. All right. Thank you very much, sir, for your words of wisdom. Very proud of the Indian Armed Forces. And at the end, Jai Hind. Thank you.